to another video, because today's One Piece Day. Today, we're going to be discussing a recap of another arc, Syrup Village. So, I'm going to make this clear again. Spoiler alert! So, if you don't want spoilers about One Piece, don't watch this video. Now, let's get into it, guys. So, they come to the island of Syrup Village looking for a ship because they have that buggy one and another lousy one. And when they sail to the shore, they meet a liar named Usopp, who basically lies about everything. But it turns out he also lies for good because there's this sick girl named Kaya who lives in a mansion, and she enjoys his stories. So that's good. And anyway, Luffy's like, mansion? Wonder if they can give me a boat. So Luffy flings himself over the fence, but it turns out this sick girl Kaya has a mean butler named Clawhador. He tells them to buzz off and stuff, and Usopp's angry about it. So he goes to the shore, which is his resting place. But while he's there, he finds out that butler, Clawhador, who has been her butler the whole time, is actually evil. So yeah, he's been planning for the past 3 years to storm the village with his pirate crew, attack and kill Kaya to get her will, because she does live in a rich mansion and probably is rich. So, yeah. Usopp hears this with Luffy over there, but then they notice them. Of the vice captain of the crew, this weirdo hypnotist dude named Django, hypnotizes Luffy, but Usopp, the liar, dodges the attack because he thinks he's gonna throw the chakram. But he makes Luffy fall unconscious and falls off the cliff that they're on. Of course, they all think Luffy's dead, but we all know he isn't because he is a rubber man. So Usopp runs away because he doesn't want them to kill him. But another important piece of information, they're attacking tomorrow. Usopp tries to desperately tell the villagers, but I mean, they're not gonna really believe you if you're known in the town as a liar. So of course they don't believe him, and then he tries to go up to Kaya to tell her, and she's like, "This lie isn't funny, Usopp," and doesn't believe him. And then another one of her workers, Mary, shoots him when he was trying to tell Kaya. Usopp runs away, angry, but Luffy tells the other members of his crew, and they decide to help Usopp beat Clawhador. So, it's tomorrow, at dawn. They're at the shore the meeting was at, and Usopp sets up an oil trap so that the pirates won't be able to climb up the hill. But this turns up to be the wrong hill, and this makes for some really bad timing. Usopp and Nami run for it, but Nami accidentally knocks Zoro down when she almost fell in the oil, because they have her money on the other side of the shore, because it's where the boats are parked. Jeez, boats are parked? What the heck did I just say? Okay, but anyway, keeping it there. Usopp shows up and Nami show up. Only them are at the shore. And they're confused, because Luffy ran full force, but he got lost. Yeah. But look, Usopp isn't much of a fighter. He's more of a coward liar. But he does have some traps along in his hand. So he throws caltrops, but Nami throws some of them behind. So basically, they just trap themselves. Uh, Usopp takes out a few of them with his slingshot because he's really good with his slingshot. That's basically his only skill. But then this guy comes up with a hammer and beats him up with it. Then Luffy and Zoro show up, and now he's like, "What took you so long?" And Zoro's like, "You pushed me down the hill, stupid." And Luffy's like, "Usopp, you didn't tell me which direction north was." But it's good because now they're there just in time. Luffy and Zoro casually beat up all of the pirates in the crew. But then Django, the hypnotist, hypnotizes them to think they're super strong, which doesn't make sense, but it actually makes them really strong. So now they're fighting buff pirates now. But Luffy, as the dumb guy he is, gets hypnotized too. So now he's really strong. Luffy beats up all the pirates using a new move called Gum Gum Gatling. And then he rips off the front bow of the Black Cat Pirates ship. But during that time, Django casts a sleep spell on him, a sleep hypnosis on him, making him fall and being crushed under the bow of the ship. But we all know Luffy's a rubber man, so that isn't gonna happen. Here's the next slide. But Django realizes that if they don't get there soon enough, Captain Kuro, or, well, that's his old alias as a pirate, which he tried to ditch, but they call him Clawdor now, but let's just call him by Captain Kuro now. He's gonna kill them because he has these claws. So they initiate the Meowbin brothers, which are these two fighting Zoro, as you can see on the screen. And at first they seem like wimps, not wanting to fight. But that turns out to be an act, as they're actually really strong. And they steal two of Zoro's swords, so he's stuck there wielding one sword on them. And Zoro's on the defensive when Usopp tries to act up and shoots a lead star at them. But Zoro moves stances because Zoro's smart. Because if Usopp attacks them, then they'll attack Usopp. And Usopp is a weakling. So it was best off for that. But Zoro basically can't do anything right now. He's immobilized. But during that, Nami decides to run forward. Django the hypnotist reveals that his hypnotism thing, the chakram, is actually a weapon, and he throws it at Nami, and it damages her shoulder. But luckily, she kicks Zoro's swords, and he initiates 3 sword style on these weaklings, and knocks out both of them using the move called Onigiri. And during that, while Django's throwing the chakram towards Nami wakes up Luffy, and Luffy, just in time, catches the chakram in his teeth. Which doesn't sound very good, but, it's for the best that it hit him, because he's probably the strongest out of all of them. No, Luffy's here. But by this time, Captain Kuro's arrived. And boy, is he scary. He threatens to kill all of them. All of the pirates on this dock. Luffy's crew, the Black Cat pirates, like, that's your own crew. Why would you try to kill them? But he is trying to ditch the old alias, so it kind of makes sense now that I think about it. But now Django hypnotized the Bucci, the one you can see on your left here, and makes him super strong. So now Zoro has to deal with him. And he like destroys half of the cliff face, which is bad. But Zoro still beats him. The problem now is Django decides to. By the time now, Mary has told Kaya, because Captain Kuro chopped him up. He's still alive though. Mary told Kaya that it was Captain Kuro's plan all along. So she comes out to write the will for them. But it turns out Captain Kuro also wants her dead. No, he doesn't just want her will, he wants her dead. So then Usopp gets his 3 little kid workers, or his pirates, to fight, to take Kaya. And take her into the woods. Keep in mind, these are like 9-year-olds. So this is a pretty dangerous task for a kid. Django catches up to them, though. And it seems like they're about to go. But that's when Usopp realizes and asks Zoro to take him there. Because Zoro and Usopp are free now. Because, 1, Usopp hasn't done anything yet, basically. And 2, Zoro knocked out or killed, I don't know what it is, both of the Meowbin brothers. So basically, I'm gonna deal with these tasks one at a time. So the little kids are trying to keep Kaya safe, but Django's caught up to them. And when he's about to kill her, Zoro runs ahead and cuts a branch. Django is confused because why didn't he just attack him? But this is so Usopp can unleash the ultimate attack on him. You've seen the lead star, but this is the exploding star. It explodes Django's face, not violently, but yeah, it's safe to say he's unconscious. So Kaya's basically safe, but we still have Captain Kuro. But he is stronger than Luffy realizes. After pummeling Luffy, Luffy gives him a punch and cuts off one of his claws using a rock. But it's too late because now he's using his ultimate attack, the out of the back attack. All of the pirates working with him are scared because for some reason, but they soon realize it's because this attack is so fast. They have no idea. He has no idea what he's cutting, so he ends up cutting rocks in the cliff, his own workers, and Luffy. Luffy's getting cut up like crazy. but then Luffy gets a big brain idea. He grabs onto Captain Kuro and then hits him with a finishing move of Gum Gum Bell. Hits him in the head, knocks him right out, and this is another W for Luffy's pirate crew. By now we should call them the Straw Hats, probably. Because in the next episode they create their flag. But as you can see on the screen, here's a pirate. This is the pirate ship that they came here for in the first place. To thank them, Kaya lets them have the pirate ship. And the Usopp pirates, Usopp and the kids, disband because Usopp, after that last adventure, Usopp decides that he wants to go to sea too. And when he gets all his stuff and gets on a boat, Zoro's like, "What are you doing? Get on the boat." And Usopp's like, "Wow, you're really inviting me onto your crew?" And they're like, yeah. And then it's happily ever after. For now! Tune in next time for more One Piece.